Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make this station building. It's very quick, simple and easy to do. Simply click on the links below this video, download this template, print off onto thin inkjet type card or print onto paper and then glue onto card from a cereal packet. So you can either use this pre-coloured in template, or there is also a blank template that you can colour in yourself according to the colours that you require for your layout. When you've printed off your downloaded template, the first thing that you're going to need to do is cut out each part of the building. So either using a pair of scissors or a blade, cut carefully around the edges of all the shapes on the card. Now you can either use a blade or a pair of scissors. A blade is much easier. So you can either freehand cut. I tend to freehand cut around the small areas, but for the longer, straighter areas, take a ruler and very carefully cut a straight line along the edges of each outline. When you make your cuts, make sure you do firm, sharp cuts on the edges of the picture, otherwise you'll end up with little white edges, so you need to be on the edges exactly, not outside of the edges. The next thing we need to do is score around all these tabs. So when you do this, we're going to do this to make the tabs bend. So when you score, this literally is like scratching the surface. It's better to start lightly and then increase your pressure. So if it doesn't bend the first time, go back, and when it bends like this, you know you've got your pressure correct. So score around all the edges of your tabs. When you score around the roof area, make sure you stay inside this black line so that you're scoring along the edge of the grey slate tiles. Then we need to cut out this area, which is going to be the tunnel through the building. So cut along the bottom and follow the cut lines so that it looks like this. Then we need to score along the base lines, the base of the building. So score gently and then bend over the edge of a ruler. You also need to do this to the lower part of the slate roof. Then take your tunnel piece, very gently score along the cut line and fold lines. Use a ruler and fold the coloured side in. And also with these roof parts, gently score along the bottom of the slate tiles and use a ruler to fold over. If you haven't already done this, do this on the main building part of the roof as well. Now check that all your pieces bend, and it's now time to bend all your tabs over. And we're now ready to start gluing together. So the first thing we're going to do is place the tunnel. So take the tunnel piece and apply with preferably something like Pritt Stick glue. Apply along these edges generous amount of Pritt Stick glue, and then take this piece and place it inside the lifted tabs. Press into position. Check that all sides are level and firmly in place, and then fold and do the same again to the other side of the building. Press all around and make sure that all tabs are securely glued and square. And it should look like this. Now it's time to put the side of the building and roof in place. So again, glue the inside with Pritt Stick glue. Again, put a generous amount around each edge, and then press into place. If you turn the building over, you can use a stick or a pencil end to just push down against the surface and make sure that the tabs are securely fixed and square with the side of the buildings. And then carefully press the roof parts together. Leave that to dry, and then when you're happy, it's time to put the last remaining side on. So again, on the inside, apply a generous amount of glue. Press the end of the building on first and make sure it's square. You can then use your stick or your pencil to put a little bit of pressure on the tabs inside to make sure that they've stuck securely to the building side. Then before you press the roof part down, you need to push the tabs out, and then I've used a little cocktail stick, dipped it into the Pritt Stick glue, and used this to apply the glue to that top tab along the roof. And then you can carefully press the remaining parts of the roof together. You might need to hold for a minute or two to let it take. You can press down at this angle against your work surface, and then before it's completely dry, go around the building, just check that everywhere is square and is securely stuck together, and then hopefully you will have a building that looks like this. I hope you've enjoyed watching today. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel. Watch out for future tutorials where I'm going to show you how to enhance this station building, make some platforms to go with it, and I'm going to show you some ideas on how you can design your own.